Hi everybody, this is Dr. Weideman, your professor for this course. And this short video, I'm going to introduce you to our course in Blackboard and also show you how to register in MyStatLab and go over the MyStatLab course. So let's explore Blackboard first. So on the course homepage, announcements will be posted here. You see here there's a welcome to the course and then there's a welcome to week 1 announcement here. On the left toolbar, let's click on Getting Started. And there's a welcome message there that gives you some information about the course and how to get started. You'll notice here, there's links here also to Student Success Center, IT support. I've also included a link here to the syllabus, this message handout, and also this link to this video will be included here. And there's also a video here on how to register in Blackboard, in Mymathlab from Blackboard, and I'm going to go over that with you also. So you want to make sure you click on the syllabus, which again is located here. It's also located on the left toolbar. And you want to make sure that you go through the syllabus, read it carefully. It covers the grading policies for the course. It gives you my contact information when my office hours are. In particular, you want to pay attention to, there's what you need to purchase for the course. You need the MyStatLab Access Kit, which you can purchase from the bookstore, and you can also purchase it when you do the registration process, which I'll demonstrate in just a minute. You'll also need some type of a calculator, which can be a TI-30XA, which is a great calculator, less than $10. You can use a TI-83 or 84 if you want to, but don't buy one specifically for this course because your calculations on the calculator are pretty minimal. We're mostly going to use a software program called Statcrunch, which is included in the MyStatLab program. So let's keep going down here, and I wanted to point out the grading policy for the class here. So there are 5 categories of assignments in the course, and there's the weights for those particular assignments. And this goes week by week as to what we cover. And then the last page of the syllabus has the weekly schedule with the assignments and their due dates. So you want to make sure, maybe you want to print that one out to keep close by you. Okay, so let's go ahead and in the weekly lessons, let's click on weekly lessons. And the course is set up by week. So if we look at week 1, which is the first week of the course, and you'll notice here there's an introduction, includes the learning objectives for the course. There's a welcome to week 1 video. There's a welcome video each week. The activities and assignments are listed here. The handouts for the week are listed in here. So in this case, there's 3 section handouts there. There's a link to the discussion, and then there's a conclusion. And each weekly module is set up in the same way. Okay, and then we're going to go now to do the registration for Mymathlab. So on your left toolbar, you've got a link to Mymathlab. And the first time you go there, you can click on any of these because any of these will take you to the registration process. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is, okay, so it's asking me now, it's already got me and it recognizes that I've already used MyStatLab. The first time you do it, it's going to ask you to take the user agreement or to, okay, this is not giving me an option to get a temporary account, which it should, and that's probably because I used this book before for the course, so I'm going to have to bypass this a little bit. But you should have an option down bottom here to get a temporary account good for 14 days, and I think it's not doing that for me because I use this class in the fall, and so it knows that I've already been in here, so I'm going to have to go in another way. So I'm going to pause the video just for a minute, but you've got options here to use your access code. If you want to purchase here, purchase the 18-week code, don't do the 24-month code. And then again, at the bottom of the screen, it should say that you have access, you'll be able to access it for 14 days without paying. And I'm going to pause the video just for a second. I'll be right back, and I'm going to pull up our MyStatLab course in a separate screen. Okay, so before we go to the MyStatLab course, I wanted to show you what that screen should look like. It looks like the prices went up a little bit too, but down the bottom of that registration screen, you should see this message here, get temporary access without paying for 14 days. So that option should be there in case you're waiting for your financial aid. So let's go ahead and go over to the MyStatLab course. So here it is here. This is where you land when you first go in. You notice there's a calendar there. And after that, you're going to want to get familiar with what's in the course. And so the first thing I'm going to do is talk about the left toolbar. And I wanted to say, let me go back for a second to the link here. If you click on this MyLab and Mastering course home, that'll take you to the entire course. And I suggest that you do that because I think it's more helpful that you have all the options available. So on the left toolbar, the weekly modules are set up the same way as our course in Blackboard. So if you click on week 1 and you click on chapter 1, well, week 1 will tell you about what we're covering in that section. And then if you click on chapter 1 and go to each of the sections here, you'll be able to see the video presentations, get to the e-text. These are also linked on the assignment page too. Let's take a look at one of the assignments. So let's go to the assignments page, because I do want to point out a couple features in here. So on the assignments page, I did link the textbook section and the videos. I know a lot of students like to watch the videos, so they're linked here in the event that you would be one of those students that would like to watch them. There are also some video clips, and sometimes there are some interactive activities linked there that go along with that particular topic in the textbook. I wanted to point out that you do have prerequisites to get to the quizzes. So you have to score at least 60% on each homework assignment in order to unlock the quiz. So for your week 1 quiz, you have 3 homework sections, and you've got to get at least 60% in order to get to that week 1 quiz. And there'll be a flag each week to show you that, and it'll keep track of where you're at and what you still have to work on. The textbook and videos that are linked here are not graded assignments. They're simply there to make your life easier in case you want to look at those. You have unlimited attempts on your homework problems, and you get 2 attempts on your quizzes, as you can see here. So let's go ahead and look at a homework problem, and I'm going to go ahead to go to section 2.4, and I'm just going to pick problem, I don't know, number 5. I'll just pick one problem out of here, and I wanted to show you what you have access to. Okay, so this does have an instructor tip, and the tip is that there are some videos available that you might find helpful. So that's one thing to take a look at. Okay, so we've got get more help. All right, so if you notice down here, it's over here now, it's moved over a little bit. So you've got get more help here. So it says you can do a couple of things here. You can view an example, you can get a video, you can get an animation, you can use Statcrunch. So you've got a lot of options there. The Get More Help is not available in the quizzes. The Statcrunch is, but the Get More Help is not. Now, if you use Help Me Solve It, that will help you solve this problem, but when you go back to the problem, it'll be regenerated with new numbers. So you only want to do that maybe if you're really stuck and you don't know what to do. If you do view a similar example, it'll do a similar problem, but when you get finished, you'll come back to the problem that you started with. Okay, now for this problem, I also want to point out that you've got data that you're going to be using, actually want to use when you go into work the problem. You want to make a scatter plot, so you need to use Statcrunch for that. So you click on this icon to open the data set. And then if you notice right here, there's another icon here, and this will allow you to open the data in Statcrunch, or you can also copy it to your clipboard or open it in Excel. So you have that option directly from the data set. Let's go ahead and open it up in Statcrunch just so I can give you an idea how it will seamlessly open up into the software package. And from here, and you'll be learning in that section what we would do with that data in order to make a graph of it and make a scatter plot. We would go to graph and scatter plot and pick our variables and make our picture. So it's pretty seamless in terms of how you use the Statcrunch program. And as we go through the sections where we use it, we don't use it in week 1, but in week 2 you will. In the weekly handout, or the section handouts rather, there are detailed instructions, and I also have Statcrunch videos for you that will help you as you work on those problems. And again, you notice here there's a Statcrunch video link there, and that's my video that shows you how to use the Statcrunch program in this case to make a scatter plot. So I just wanted to point out also that your midterm and final, let's go back over to your course here. You will have a midterm and a final that are proctored. You'll be proctored using Proctorio. They're given in Blackboard, not in MyStatLab. And you want to be successful with the course. You want to make sure you keep up with those weekly assignments. So again, I would take a look at that schedule on the last page of the syllabus and perhaps print that out so you can keep track of everything and when it's due. So you notice here for week 1, you have 3 homeworks, you have a quiz, and you have a discussion, and they're all going to be due on April 10th, which is Sunday, by 11:59 p.m. So I look forward to working with you. Don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions, and I look forward to a great semester.